Chad, opened up conference play last Wednesday at DBU. Guys fought hard, but you lost in overtime. Kind of just to recap the game for us.
Well, yeah, we did play last Wednesday in Dallas against a very good Dallas Baptist team. They're preseason number one, and if you watch that game, we're a little bit better than them. So maybe if we can actually turn all of our chances into some goals one of these days, maybe we're onto something this season. We had more chances to score than them, just didn't do it. I actually kind of felt bad for our kids at the end of the game because they deserved to win, and that's not a normal emotion for me at the end of the game, sympathy. But I actually felt really bad for our kids because they deserved to win, and some of them were crying. But what do? You just grow from it and learn, and turn around and try to capitalize the next time you play.
So you said you struggled to convert chances, but Mandy Stricker's goal was, that was something else.
Yeah, if you saw that goal, that goal was actually harder to score than the 6 or 7 that we missed. She hopped onto that thing about the edge of the box and hit like what we call a half volley. If you strike the ball right after the bounce, like bang, she did that on the edge of the box with her left foot and it went straight into the corner. But man, we missed some easy ones before that, or that would have been the winner. But it's okay.
Obviously, some tough competition to start the year, starting off with Abilene Christian and then DBU. What have you learned about your team, though, knowing that against that good competition, you could have won them both?
Well, on paper, we have played the 2 strongest opponents that we will play all year. And we've lost both times in overtime. And I think I've told you guys the same story both times. I thought we were better. So if you can keep all that in mind, then yeah, it's a very positive. It's probably the most positive any team could feel being 0-2. But feelings are different than execution. I'm going to continue to sit right in front of you guys and talk about losses if we don't start to execute in the opponent's penalty box, because to create that many chances in the 2 games that we had and only score 1 goal so far in 2 games, that's just not going to get us where we want to go. So we have some work to do to improve there. But yes, it's a very positive feeling to be winless right now. But if you saw our games, you would see how good we are. Yeah.
Speaking of which, staying positive, and you said last time we talked to you, a lot of young players kind of stepping up. How have they looked in their progression so far?
Oh, they look fantastic. I mentioned the goalkeeper last time we talked, and she played against Dallas Baptist also. She didn't have just a ton of saves to make, but she made one in the first half, that was up over her head, heading into the corner. She dove backwards and pushed it over the bar, and that's when I saw that, I was like, okay, Reagan can do everything we need her to do. So to just be a baby and be doing that kind of stuff for us in goal, I think she has an extremely bright future. There's another Reagan on the team. Her name is Madikow. Her last name is Madikow, sorry. She was fantastic. She's been great in both games, but she didn't quite make it through the entire Dallas Baptist game because what I'm having her do on the left side and what I'm having Mia do on the right side is extremely demanding for just one person to do for the entire soccer game. So she had to come out with 10 or 15 minutes left, but by the time April rolls around, she'll be executing that sideline for the whole game. So both of those freshmen are doing fantastic.
What do you expect to see from UT Tyler on Wednesday and then Midwestern State on Saturday?
Well, UT Tyler is still so new to me. We've only played them one time last year, and it was a pretty comfortable win here in Canyon. It was the day that we tried to honor my aunt with the ALS game, and we won that 2-0. So I'm still not that familiar with them since we've only played one time. You're probably used to this, that I really do concentrate more on just our team than I do the opponent, so I don't pay attention to the opposition as much as most people do. So I'm not familiar enough with UT Tyler to give you much of a rundown, because all we're trying to concentrate on now is execute our chances. And that has nothing to do with UT Tyler. That has everything to do with us. And then Midwestern, we've played over and over and over and over, and usually when we go to Wichita Falls, it's pretty competitive, and usually when we play here, it's a win for us. So hopefully by the time I'm sitting here next week, we're 2-2.